Hello, my name is Manda, and I'm the ambience music producer, and today we will slay the boss.
That's the exact sound. I didn't realize. This is fight or flight sounds.
Fly, you fool.
Don't actually fly. Don't do that. Stay here on my YouTube channel, because today you will follow me on a journey into Pro Tools to produce an epic boss fight. We have made it to part 5. Can you believe that? That is actually insane. If you have followed along from episode 1 to episode 5, you have officially become a true ambience brother or sister. Thank you for supporting my work and my channel. It means absolutely the world to me. Today I do want to welcome you into the dungeon. The blood red walls. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. I got a red RGB light. This mood, my friend, is the most intense. I don't know if you will make it through this video. I will try to save you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me your everything. If you have ever played a game, you would know what happens in the most intense part of the game. You encounter the boss, right? If you stay to the end of the video, you will hear the entire track in its epicness. The first little thing we have is a melody. The developers, they really wanted the boss fight theme to be more like a song, in the way that you would make like an intro song or something like that. And by doing that, it could be really nice to add a melody that stands out a little bit. This is the melody. Yep, doesn't sound so scary in itself, I agree, but you know, this is really thinned out because it just lays on top of everything else. It's gonna be a packed track. The next part is a kick, a beat, and I haven't used that in any of my tracks before. We didn't need that, like it takes over way too much. It's really important that this song is in your face, and a kick can really work the magic in your face. It sounds like this. Yep, it's just a kick, so it's nothing thrilling about just that part, but it adds a lot to the tension later. Then we have a drum. This part is very important. It will build up the cinematic feel, the tension, the raw feeling of this track, and it sounds like this. It will raise the heartbeat a little bit because it doesn't feel safe. It's like this war drum feeling, you know, in that scene in Lord of the Rings. Pippin is dropping down the helmet down into the well in Moria and just rattling down the well, and then it's quiet for a bit and they are all like, oh yeah, we made it. And then just you hear these deep, fearful war drums from the orcs. And that feeling, that exact feeling, is the one that I want to capture with using drums. It was like... You You get the point. Except from this deep kind of layering of sound, I want to use something exciting that makes sure that you keep feeling a little bit stressed out. And that's by using harsh, high-pitched sounds. And this is actually one of my field recordings when I am breaking a stick in half. If you want to look at that little adventure, it's right here when I went out into the forest to collect field recordings from charcoal and trees and sticks and lichen and whatever. Also adds to the cinematic vibe, I think. And here is another field recording that is from charcoal that I used in this. I remember that this sound was me like turning a stick into a tree trunk that was burned. So it was like charcoal texture through the entire tree trunk. That makes it sound like this. It's also run through the space modulator, the Valhalla space modulator. But that's a cool like percussion part anyway. And now comes the most pacing kind of sound. This is extremely important in the mix. When you get that like ticking sound, that can get a little bit stressful. And here comes probably one of my favorite, I think, in this track. Because do you know what it reminds me of? Halo. It reminds me of Halo a lot, and you will understand why once you hear it. And then it turns into another layer of choir when it intensifies in the track. It's just one note throughout the entire track. The only difference and variation in the song with this choir is just that I put an octave over the other. Once you hear this, you would know that you would have walked the wrong way. That's what I like about it. The next one is the bass, and it sounds like this. It's just a bass, but with a little bit of sawtooth in it to get that crunchy feeling. And also you hear these layerings on top of it. Tense and crushed, like it's got a lot of compression to get that really crushed feeling. We move over to some cool like FX sounds. And this is one of my favorite parts because here you can really play around with the sound design. And this is also the part that differ pop music, like chart music, from composing music. This is something entirely else. It's just, you're supposed to feel something. This one is made in pigments, and it sounds like this. I don't think that you can miss what's going on if you hear these sounds. It's like, okay, this is fight or flight sounds. This is sounds that are telling their own story. The second one is really scary. Sounds like this. I love that so much. Yeah, I love that. I love that. It's like super scary. And when you add it to the other things going on in this song, it just creates this really uncomfortable feeling. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. I got another one that I call Here It Comes because that's what it sounds like. Like, move over. Yay! The next one is a sawtooth, and I call it Armageddon sawtooth because why not? Because why not? Yeah, how cool is that? Also adds to the pace a lot when you get that tick, 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 tick sound. Another one is an element that I chose to only use during the first half of the song. That is because that is where the building is happening. Like starting a machine slowly just up to the top. Cool, huh? I like that. Oh, I didn't have a drop there. You get the point. It's like really building the tension. So it takes two turns. Like first one, just starting this machine of a monster, whatever. Then we have the most fearful. I call this the screaming machine. I don't know if it could be any more scary than that. It's something about these screams. It becomes like in the mix, they really just, it's like someone screaming or something. It's a really distressed call and it really just adds to the vibe. You know what? I just actually, it reminded me of something exactly right now. I didn't think about this until now. This reminds me when the actual scene, when Pippin knocks down the helmet in the well. Like, it actually sounds like that. Listen. That's the exact sound. I didn't realize until now. Okay, yes, we have another one called Space Arpeggio, and this builds the tension a little bit. And this is just really cool on its own, I think, too. You could probably make a cool like pop track with this, but it's almost a little bit too much. It could maybe sit in the background, maybe in a metal song or something. Rock or metal would suit perfectly into. What I've done with this is I recorded a vocal from myself and I have reversed that vocal and I have pitched it down a lot and then added loads of reverb on top of it. These are perfect before drops. Just a simple fade in, but it sounds like, it reminds me of that halo choir that I talked about before. And this is just repeating throughout the track. But it really adds a vibe and I really like it. Do you realize that that was the last element? That means that the only thing that is left to do is for you to subscribe. Bye! I'm just kidding. My friends.
You only have one shot to survive, fight, or be eaten. Save yourself.
Because I really can't do that much, actually. I'm just gonna play you the track. You ready? That was the boss fight track. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about this track. Did it remind you of something? Just throw in a comment in the comment section. I do love to talk to you guys. I do work with game developers. If you have a serious inquiry, all you have to do is to visit my website. You find the link down below. Head over to my website and fill in the contact form there if you want to work with me. I do have a Spotify page. Socials, of course. Thank you for supporting an independent producer like myself. It means the world. If you can't get enough of ambient music and beats, you have all of these other videos to check out. We'll see each other in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.